Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 3 of the Spark Up Show, where we'll be talking everything startup. I'm your host, Katakani Baloy, aka Mwana Musadi. Last week, we spoke about setting up an MVP for your business. Now that you have your MVP, we're going to look at your value chain. This is all of the activities involved in getting your product or service to market. This means understanding how your product or service works, what is required to create it, and how to bring all of these resources together to actually make your product or service happen. Let's have a look at some videos that will walk us through this topic.
I think it's absolutely critical for the simple fact that if you don't understand your product, you're not going to be able to sell it. Two, you're not going to be able to convince the single person that there's value in the product or what problem it solves for them. So, in other words, it defeats the whole existence of your business. I believe as an entrepreneur, understanding your product is fundamental to understanding how it solves a particular problem. And that's what will convince customers to buy and stay and hopefully keep continuing investing in you because you make their lives just a little easier every day. As a startup, you have far more flexibility, as demanding as it is, to see your customer more regularly and establish some sort of level of trust. But outside of the personal experience, it goes beyond any words to say you have to deliver an exceptional product. And as a startup, the best opportunity is you have the chance to develop that quickly and learn and keep moving. And take feedback from your customers and keep feedback to them as well. How are you trying to improve and show those improvements? People buy into people, and the more your customers see that you're making the effort to please them, you're taking their feedback, means you're taking them at the end of it all into consideration to solve their problems. So I believe, like everybody says, people buy into people, not necessarily into brands or products and all that. When your customer sees the effort that you make, one, you have to establish a superior product to everyone else. That's standard business practice. But constant improvement and constant listening to customers, I believe, is the only way that's going to keep them returning.
I've come to know that clients want to feel special. They want to feel like they're literally your only client. So how you do that is you take the effort to read up on the client and learn as much as you can about them. When you get there and you're prepared and you ask the right questions, they feel like, oh wow, she actually took the time out to find out about us. And it gives you a better leg to stand on with regards to how you interact with the client. And also, it just enhances your conversation with the client when you've done the pre-work when you go see the client. So you can go onto the website and read up on what they have on the websites. You can read up using analyst reports. So you can read up on the sector as well that the client operates in, which is usually very informative with regards to who the competitors are. It also enhances the conversation with the client to be able to say, this is how you're doing, but I can see that your peers are doing 1, 2, 3. This is how you can improve to better meet the industry standards.
First thing that you need to do is to actually understand the needs of your clients. What is your client looking for? And once you understand your client, actually what they're looking for is then say, okay, cool. How does my product going to add value to that particular client? Am I providing good quality? Is it a good quality? Is it the right price? Will I be able to deliver on time? Now, once you've got those three figured out, then obviously the other basic things is great client service and the ability to deliver on time, be reliable, be able to communicate, and just be open-minded and actually do a bit of research as well to actually find out that if I had a product, who am I competing with? Why is my product better than the other person? Why would my particular client actually want to come to me instead of going to competitor B? So once you understand that, you can actually make a product better. Because then you understand that actually your offering has got unique capabilities that the other person can offer. Or if it doesn't, maybe you've got better client service skills that actually you can communicate to client, because it's not just a matter of your product, it has to be, can you communicate with your clients? Can you offer good service? Because it's not just the product has to go with actually what other skills can you come with. And that's what basically, if you're a client looking for, you need to get someone who understands your business first. They understand what their product can do to add value to your business. How can you grow your client's business by providing value through what you do?
In property, they say it's all about location, location, location. That's how you get the most money on each property rental, sale, and investments. For startups, I say it's about one thing: understanding, understanding, understanding. Understanding your target consumer, understanding what they like and what they don't like, understanding where they hang out and how they spend their time. It's about understanding your product or service, how it works, what steps and processes go into making it work. Understanding the things that make it cost what it does. Understanding how it reacts in various environments. Understanding what market makes sense for your product. Should you focus online? Should you be doing weekend markets? Which markets? By answering these questions for yourself, you gain better understanding of your business. When you gain better understanding of your business, you make better decisions, which will greatly improve your chances of success. So, you're probably wondering, how do I even begin to answer all of these questions and learn all of these things that will help me start a business? There's your answer. You begin. You start. It really is as simple as that. I'll be sounding like a broken record at the end of the season, but to be honest, I don't care. This season is about one thing and one thing only: getting you to start. So go ahead, start. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll be talking about the F word: funding. 7 a.m. every Monday. Why? Because winners love Mondays. Let me know what you thought of this episode and any feedback you have so we can keep getting better. Remember to follow the channel. Follow us on social media at Spark Up Show and at Wana Musadi on Twitter and Instagram, and the Spark Up Show on Facebook. Keep the conversation going with the hashtag SparkUp and hashtag Get Involved. For what we're about to do, Africa was never ready. Let's spark up.